Hello students, today's topic we are going to discuss a revise regarding topic Koch's postulates. So Koch postulates. This is a tribute where the Robert Koch has given. Robert Koch, a German scientist born in 1843, is considered by many of the founder that maximum members they had considered that he is the founder of bacteriology. Okay, so he was a district medical officer. So where he has worked, there he has identified that so many farm animals, they are getting some concern or some kind of disease, anthrax among in this area where he was working. So what he has done, he has converted his own house into a medical laboratory where he was stocked with only one microscope. Then he started to determine what was the reason behind the virulent disease. So Robert Koch, 1843 to 1910, a German scientist, formulated the bacteriological techniques. So staining methods he has used, then discovered the Mycobacterium and Vibrio cholerae. He has discovered the Mycobacterium and Vibrio cholerae. These are some of the contributions by Robert Koch. So microbes and humans. Very few microbes are always pathogenic. So if you're coming for this concept, most microbes are never pathogenic. They are helpful for the individual. Then many microbes are potentially pathogenic. That is, they can able to be helpful as well as they can become danger also. But very few microbes are always pathogenic. If you're comparing that one, very few only present. So most of the microbes are beneficial for us, not a harmful one. How do we know that a given pathogen causes specific disease? So diagnosis and effective treatment of infection depends not just on isolating an organism, but in establishing a plausible link between the laboratory findings, recognized syndromes, and the patient's clinical conditions. So what he has done, he has mainly done that potential pathogen isolated from a detected in clinical samples. एक sample एक animal का sample ले लिया था जो infected है. उनके sample से he has identified what is the potential pathogen present in that. So उसके हिसाब से he has identified, recognized the syndromes. Example like septicemia, endocarditis, osteomyelitis, meningitis, urinary tract infection, then pneumonia, pharyngitis, like that. He identifies that these pathogens are responsible for producing these conditions. Then he has identified the patient's clinical condition, what are the signs and symptoms. Okay, so over this concept only he identified this one. So how do we know that a given pathogen causes a specific disease? Which postulates the pathogen must be present in every case of the disease. The pathogen must be isolated from the deceased host and grow in a pure culture. The specific disease must be reproduced when a pure culture of the pathogen is inoculated into a healthy susceptible host. The pathogen must be recoverable from the experimentally infected host. So what he has done, Koch Fastules, Koch has done, first he has identified that the same pathogen will be present in all the person, those who are having the same disease. Okay, then second he has identified that the pathogen jo isolated from the diseased person, this was provided a suitable culture environment to grow in a laboratory. Then what he has done, so he has took the pure culture sample of that one, and that one has been introduced or inoculated into a healthy susceptible host or a healthy person, healthy animal. After introducing into that, he identified that the pathogen must be recoverable from the experimental infected host. So automatically the pathogen get infecting the unaffected individual. The next, Robert Koch hypothesis. What he was assumption or what was his belief identified in that one. Robert Koch hypothesized that anthrax bacilli, a gram-positive bacterium, was the cause of the anthrax disease. So he identified that anthrax bacilli produce anthrax disease. Then second, he proved his hypothesis correct by infected mice with the bacillus strains taken from the spleen of animals who died from the disease. So what he has done, example, the sheep are died from the disease of anthrax. So he took the sample from the sheep spleen, and that has been introduced into the rat. When the infected mice showed identical symptoms, Koch proved his hypothesis is correct. That particular pathogen is responsible to produce the particular disease. Koch then sought to prove that anthrax that had no prior contact with animals would cause the same disease when introduced into an animal host. When the anthrax which is not having contact also, then once it has been introduced, it will produce the same disease. He had proved that one. Then Koch grew the bacilli in pure cultures over several generations. He then showed that they could still cause anthrax in later generations also. So this was the Koch hypothesis. Then Robert Koch has perfected his method of diagnostic and expanded on the work of others. So Koch invented the method of cultivating bacteria on a nutritious medium using potatoes as his source of nutrients for bacteria, and created a medium that could be stored in dishes created by his colleague Petri. So they had identified the culture medium which is suitable to cultivate the bacteria with the help of the potato extract. Then Koch works on disease and diagnostic culminated with the creation of what are now known as Koch pustules. Koch pustules are the 4 steps necessary to confirm if a suspected pathogen is intended the cause of a disease. With this help, they has identified so many persons has been diagnosed that this disease is present in the individual body, or that is responsible to produce the disease. Then first, to prove that bacteria caused disease, Koch is the first person to prove that bacteria caused disease. Then anthrax broke out in local Castile. Then found the agent Bacilli anthracis by an experimental process now known as Koch pustules or pastulates. With this help, Koch has identified that bacteria produce disease. So over that concept, if you are seeing, Koch postulates microorganisms are isolated from dead animals. Which animal has been infected with the disease, and due to that they died. So in that he has isolated the microorganism from the diseased animal. The next, microorganism are grown up in a pure culture. Then he has grown or cultivated the microorganism which was extracted from the dead animal in a separate slide, or we can say it as pure culture medium with the help of the potato extract. So microorganisms are identified here that this will produce the disease. Now microorganisms are injected into healthy animals. Now what he has done, he had extracted what the microorganism which is cultivated in the lab, that has been introduced into the healthy animal which is not having or not exposed to the microorganism. Then after introducing to the healthy animal, he identified that disease is reproduced in second animal also, the same disease. So microorganisms are grown in pure culture. Then identification of the identical microorganism he checked with several animals and several patterns. Example which is present like this. Here you can able to see the microorganisms are isolated from a dead animal. So here you can able to see first microorganism are isolated from a dead animal. Example, you can take the rat which is having that disease. Then he identified that this is present. So he took the sample from the spleen of the rat. Then the microorganisms are grown up in a pure culture. After growing up in pure culture, the same microorganism has been injected into a healthy rat. So same microorganism is injected into the healthy rat. So first, what he has done, first he has checked from this, the sample has been extracted and cultured media has been done. Then the same sample has been injected into a healthy rat. After that, this microorganism injected into a healthy animal that also produce the same disease. Okay, this also produce the same disease. So over this concept, he has identified that the same microorganism can able to produce once again the same disease in the healthy animal. The next, microorganisms are isolated from a dead animal. Then colony has been identified. The some microorganisms are grown in a pure culture. Example, potato extract. The microorganisms are identified. The next, the same microorganism which has been injected into a healthy animal. Step 3. Then he has identified that in that healthy animal, the same microorganism produce the same disease in the second animal also. So the microorganism are capable to produce disease he has identified. And with the help of the culture media, once again extract the same from the second animal also, he has identified same microorganism, same kind of shape and size has been present. Identical microorganisms are identified. So expectations to coach pustules are expectations to coach pustules are microorganisms that are unable to be cultured on artificial media. Example, Treponema palladium. So he has identified that unable to cultured on artificial media. Then second, two or more microorganisms work in synergy synergy to cause a disease. Two or more microorganisms. Then symptoms and disease can be caused by any one of the several microbes. Symptoms and disease can be caused. So by this, he has identified that expectations to coach pustules, microorganisms that are unable to be cultured on artificial media. Example, Treponema palladium. And two or more organisms work in a synergy to cause disease. Then symptoms and disease pattern also he has identified with several microbes. Okay, so this is about coach pustules. Okay, so over this, understanding the severity of duration of a disease. So over the understanding of the severity of the disease, not all disease behaves the same pattern. The disease vary widely in their onset, duration, and level of activity. The next, he has identified the disease classifies into acute disease, chronic disease, subacute disease, and latent disease. So acute disease develops rapidly and tend to be more severe. Chronic disease develops slowly and are less severe. Subacute symptoms between acute and chronic. Latent disease are disease with a period of no symptoms when the causative agent is inactive. The host has the disease but has subclinical symptoms. This has been identified by Koch by his Koch postulates. This is the contribution of Koch